And now we enjoyed having Johnny on the panel so much that we've invited him back today to hear more. Welcome back, Johnny. Let's dive a little bit deeper into Turning Point's challenges. In fact, we'd love to hear a little bit more from you about Turning Point and what it is that you do.
Thank you, and thanks for asking me back. Turning Point is a national health and social care charity. We're a social enterprise, and we work at over 300 locations across England and Wales. We work with people who've got drug and alcohol problems, mental health issues, learning disabilities. We've run GP practice for the homeless in the past. We have a whole range of services around the country.
Right. Truly inspirational work that you do. I know you mentioned moving into the digital world, and I believe you've called it the 21st century journey.
Yeah, we've constructed over the last 5 years of our digital strategy, looked at understanding that everybody goes into one of our services, whether it's going to be somewhere you're going to be for 6, 12 months in one of our mental health services, or whether it's somebody who's doing a needle exchange, somebody who's wanting to be able to have a look at their alcohol use. Each of those journeys is actually breaking down in something really similar. We take people through the concept of we need to engage with them. We need them to be able to contact us in as many ways as possible. We want to be able to assess and screen to check the way that they, the issues that they've got and how we can best help them, plan how we do that, and then manage them through the process and help them out the other side, and always be there to be able to deliver aftercare. Now, each of those stages, we've been able to widen the number of channels that we deliver that over, from just face-to-face or telephone to a whole range of digital opportunities now, to try and make sure that actually people can pick the right channel for them at that right time. Everybody engages with things on a different basis, as we talked about on the panel, and that human-to-human interaction is always needed. But actually, sometimes our services are closed, but actually we can still take a referral, we can still help you on the journey. And that's what we see as a 21st century healthcare journey. It's about how people just move through our services and creating as many touch points as possible and creating choice.
Sounds like you're really using that automation and to the best of the ability to assist in serving more people and serving them in the way that they're choosing to, while keeping that human touch, which is so important, like you say. Then tell me, how did COVID affect your delivery of these services?
It was quite a shock to the system. I think it's probably fair to say the biggest challenge the organisation's ever faced. Overnight, obviously, our staff couldn't travel to work. Our community services, our clients couldn't travel in to see us, but also we run care homes up and down the country, and we needed to keep these residential support that we deliver to people running. So there's a whole range of things that we've had to adapt and change to. How can we support our staff who are still at work, or at work today, and have been at work throughout the process in the site, helping people on a day-to-day basis, masked up, PPE, the full type of thing. We actually developed a quick app to be able to help us manage our PPE stock at the time as well, because it became very clear very quickly that we needed to be able to maintain the service quality that we did in our bricks and mortar services, where we're open 24/7. But for our community services, we had to change some of the models of our delivery. And luckily, we'd done quite a lot of the underpinning work to be able to deliver digital solutions, whether that be online treatment using our My Turning Point platform, which allows us to deliver structured treatment for people with drug and alcohol issues over a learning platform that they can engage with on a weekly basis with the support of their key worker remotely, or moving into delivering services over video. But luckily, we had quite a lot of the technology and digital solutions already in place.
So to that point, Johnny, what is next for Turning Point? What are your plans?
I think it's very much about doing more of the same. We just talked about in creating more choice, making sure that we've got all the channels that people use in their day-to-day lives available to them to be able to be in touch with Turning Point and Right Steps and Live Life as well. There are new channels always emerging. We've recently been looking at communicating with people over TikTok. We've been looking at doing a whole range of stuff via video, as people want to continue to think about them choosing the channel and the place and time of their service. We're wanting to make sure that we create automation and workflow for our teams as well, because they work really hard. We want to be able to take away the repetitive tasks that they do on a day-to-day basis, work out how we can enable them to do more, to support the people that we work with in a better way, creating knowledge bases, creating asset stores that they can go and pull from to be able to do more with less as we go. The economy, we know, is uncertain. How can we go? How can people engage with services virtually? There's a whole range of places, but the key is delivering customer service, delivering a service to our clients, our end users, our patients that really meets their need when they by the channel that they select. I think that's going to be key to be able to really take that feedback and continually build something that's more and more successful as we go. Trying to help more people is definitely why we're all here and working on the projects that we are. How can we use different technologies in order to be able to make sure that everybody can access our services, but all at the same time, as we mentioned on the chat with Andrew, not reinforcing the digital divide, but not wanting to make sure that we're not going to stop delivering our face-to-face services. We want to make our face-to-face services better. We want to be able to enable people to be able to get in touch with Turning Point and be able to gain from what they want and be able to learn.
Fantastic. Like you say, it really is, no matter what industry you're in, service is about the customer and responding to their needs in the moment. And if you're not doing that, then it isn't service. I think what you've done in Turning Point is such a fantastic example of blending the digital with face-to-face, with that human touch. And I know you've done a lot of work in developing service that's proactive, that's personalized, it's unique, it's convenient. And I wonder, what are your top 3 tips based on the learnings you have for anyone looking to really develop their digital service?
I think listen to your users. It's got to be, there's no point in building anything if no one's ever going to use it. So make services that people want to use. Make them easy and clear. Make them clean and efficient. Make them frictionless is the first one. The second one is take the staff with you. We need your workforce to be digitally enabled as well. A lot of our staff in care, it's not something that they have to use on a day-to-day basis, technology. The more that we can help our staff develop, the more they can collaborate with colleagues, the more that they can learn online, the more that they can then support our customers, our clients with those digital solutions is better. And the third tip I'd probably say is always look ahead. There's always something new. And look outside of your sector, look outside of your little box, because someone somewhere is doing something that is analogous to what you do, but it's in a completely different industry. We've learned a lot from the service industry, from hospitality, from the way that people want to engage. So look outside of the box would be my third tip. Right.
So inspirational, both in terms of the work that you do and the amazing impact it has on the community, but also in your operations, and to me, so innovative. I think there's a lot that we can all learn from. So thank you, Johnny.
No problem. Thank you.